It's Jenny from Ads Uncorked. So today I want to talk to you about how to save money on your Facebook and Instagram ads. It's no shocker that this is something that as business owners we're terrified about, right? We do not want to waste money on our ads. We don't want to just run ads and wonder what the outcome was. And we also want to make sure that our ads are converting. So ultimately, this all kind of boils down to how do we be responsible with the money we're spending on our ads, and how do we save money? So I've got 3 key tips for you. We're going to keep this short and sweet on how you can save money on your ads. So number 1, I want you to make sure that whenever you are running ads, you have multiple different variations of that ad running. Let me explain. If you are trying out a couple different audiences and you've got an image you really like and you have ad copy you really like, fantastic, that's great. Make a second one. Make a second ad. Maybe the image is a different picture of you, or maybe you created a graphic that says, sale or whatever it might be. Change up the colors. Try maybe swapping in a different stock photo than the one that you were using in your ad. Whatever it may be, create a slight variation so that you can see, does option A or option B resonate better? While one might be automatically, one that your eye is drawn to, it doesn't mean that that's going to be the same for everybody else who's seeing your ad. So I would strongly encourage you to create a couple different variations. You can do it through image versus video versus graphics. You can also do it through ad copy. So if you have an ad copy you really like, maybe you have a short version and a long version. Give both of them a try. Again, having multiple different options will allow you to end up saving money in the end run, because you're going to be able to see, oh, hey, this one is converting, but it's costing me $2 per email download, where this one's only costing me 75 cents per email download. Whatever it might be, you're going to be able to see that difference if you have a couple different versions running at the same time. I guarantee there will be a difference in your cost. Second, don't be cheap. Don't be cheap with your ads. I have so many people that try to squeak away with just spending a couple dollars a day, a few dollars a day on an ad, but let me tell you, my rule of thumb for everyone I work with is I really recommend spending $10 per day per ad set. Okay, $10 per day per ad set. So that means if you set at your ad set level that you're going to spend $10 a day, and maybe you have a couple different ads, don't worry. It's still going to spend just a max of $10 per day, and it'll split it between the ads that you have. If you're not spending enough money, the risk that you're taking is Facebook actually isn't going to be able to even have your ads compete when they go to auction. When you set your ads live, they're competing with everybody else's ads in the same space. People who have similar targeting, your ads are competing. If yours aren't doing as well because you're not spending as much money and Facebook isn't favoring them, you're going to lose when it goes to auction. Your ads won't perform as well. So my recommendation is don't be cheap. Set aside a budget just like you would if you have a copywriter and you know that you have some copy that needs to be written for your site or an email sequence. Or maybe you know that you have some website tweaks that need to happen and you're setting aside some money, mentally knowing that you're going to spend that on this project. Do the same for ads. Know that, hey, this month I'm going to dedicate $300 to testing this and see if this is a viable option for my business long term, because that investment is worth it to me. All right, last tip on how to save money on your ads: turn off what isn't working. It goes back to my first point of, if you're testing out a couple different ad variations, different text, different images, different graphics, after a few days, you'll be able to tell pretty quickly which one is gaining more traction and at what cost it's gaining traction. So for example, again, if you have, maybe you're selling a product and some product is selling at a cost of $6 per product for you, and another one is costing you $13 per product that's sold, shut off the one that spent $13. That's why we want to go ahead and test out a couple different factors at the ad level to ensure that we're getting our best cost possible, our best cost per conversion. So anyway, I hope these tips were helpful to you. As always, make sure you check out our blog, social media. You can find us Ads Uncorked on Instagram and Facebook, and www.adsuncorked.com.